Look, guys, we're on the play finally. All right, so yes, we would like to play first. This hand's fine. No creatures, which kind of sucks, but we have 13 damage of burn spells, so we're gonna keep it. And we'll lead off with the mountain and just lava spike, just show him who's boss. If we're against the mirror, then this is a decent hand because we can just play another lava spike and play the Sacred Foundry tapped. If that lava spike, though, had been a Goblin Guide, this hand would be near perfect. So it looks like we're against Death Shadow Jund again. So they're probably going to rip the Boros Charm out of my hand. Maybe the Skull Crack. Yeah, they take the Boros Charm. That's a good draw. I could go ahead and just play this Goblin Guide and then Lava Spike. And I'll go ahead and get a mountain with this Arid Mesa. There's an argument to not do that just so that he can't play Death Shadow next turn. But he could have played it either way. Okay, so this isn't Death Shadow. This is something else. I'll play the Wooded Foothills and attack with the Goblin Guide. Maybe it is, and he just has Shambling Vent in his... Okay, so this is just regular Obzon then. I should have looked at the other reveal. Okay, so maybe he just doesn't have green, or... I don't know. I'll pass the turn here. He could also be playing... Well, I was going to say like Death Shadow Obzon, but they don't play tap lands, so... If this is a Liliana, that's good. Lingering Souls is also good. I'm going to keep this Skull Crack for the Shambling Vent. Hopefully I draw a Searing Blaze here. Vantage is not what I wanted to draw. I do think I need to go ahead and trade this off, though. Okay, reveals Fatal Push. Okay. So I'm going to hold this Vantage in my hand and just pass the turn. Okay, so second Shambling Vent. I do need to keep the Skull Crack for the first Shambling Vent. Okay, so he flashes back the Lingering Souls, and he's probably just going to pass the turn here. Boros Charm, dang it! Another Vantage. Okay, so we'll play the Vantage and pass the turn. So we've ripped like 3 straight lands, which is no good. We know he has Fatal Push, so any creature we draw is dead, especially since he has the Lingering Souls. We fire up the Vent. Skull Crack him. Hope to rip a Boros Charm. It's not going to do it. I'll go ahead and play the Vantage, pass the turn. And I'm going to have to kill his Shambling Vent with the Helix if he activates it. Okay. Kill that thing. So he can't gain life, and then I go to 18. And then down to 17 from the spirit. And Searing Blaze would be a bad draw because it wouldn't be able to kill this Shambling Vent. Okay. Yeah, this game's pretty much out of reach because he can crack the Verdant for Fatal Push, and he also gets Goyf and Grimflayer next turn. Okay, reveals Maelstrom Pulse. Blocks, as expected. Ooh, that's a mistake. Unless he knows I have the second Foundry in hand, which I don't think he does. Hopefully he just doesn't activate the vent. Okay, but he does. If I draw Searing Blaze, I win. Yes! Sorry, earphone users. Sometimes you just gotta play to your opponent misplaying. Unless he has a Slaughter Pact, that would be tilting. Wow. So the opponent had the right idea, but fetching to 3 I think was a little not good. We're going to bring in the Flames. Searing Blaze is pretty good against the Lingering Souls tokens. I don't think I want to play the Path game. I also think it's really good against Grim, not Grim, but yeah, Grimflayer. There's an argument to not play Helix. Maybe I cut 1 Flames of the Blood Hand. Maybe I just don't need any of them. Hard to say. I don't think I want too many Helix. And I don't think I want Path. Grim Lavamancer just seems kind of bad. So I'm just not going to play, especially since he's going to be playing Brutality and Abrupt Decay and Mono Removal deck. I think I'll just play... maybe cut Searing Blaze. Is he going to cut any Lingering Souls is the question. I think I'll hedge on cutting the Lingering Souls. Just play another Flames of the Blood Hand, so he does 4, and then another Helix. Yeah, I think I like this. Hand's good. Snap keeping. Inquisition incoming. Probably taking Goblin Guide. If not, then that would mean that he has Collective Brutality. Or some sort of like 1 mana removal spell he just doesn't care about taking 2. I wouldn't think that's a very good play though. Okay, he takes the Boros Charm. Go ahead and play the Guide here. So for maximized damage, I don't really care about the potentially drawing a land. So he reveals Lingering Souls. Okay, he goes to 16, probably has Brutality. Which is fine because I drew this creature, so I can play Swift Spear plus Lava Spike next turn. We'll probably pitch Lingering Souls to the Brutality. Yep. So he pitches Abrupt Decay and Lingering Souls. Which sucks for him because I have the Swift Spear. He'll probably take the Lava Spike so that I can't spike plus Whisper next turn, but he just goes ahead and takes the Boros Charm. That's probably fine. Okay, let's not play the card that he doesn't know about. Let's go ahead and get aggressive here. Goes to 13. We still have Searing Blaze in the deck, it's worth noting. They'll probably just go ahead and Lingering Souls. Flashback. He has 2 cards in hand. One of them could be a discard spell, but I doubt it. It's probably something like a Grimflayer or Tarmogoyf. He could also play Liliana, which would actually be really good here. Okay, he plays Grimflayer. Well, that wasn't a good draw. I keep drawing all these lands. Go ahead and attack here. He'll block, and then I'll fire off Skullcrack. So if he has a removal spell, then this is actually pretty good for him. He's just going to take it. Okay, that's fine. There's an argument to play defensive there, but I think that it's just not a good idea with the deck that has so many removal spells. I think you just need to get in your damage and let him do his thing with Grimflayer. So what does he do? He's looking at the top 3. Puts card on top, puts card on top. And mills over another Brutality. He already cast Brutality, so I'm not sure what he... It says top, it doesn't say anything else. Okay, that's Goyf, so this is a problem now. Let's go ahead and fetch our second Foundry. I'm trying not to draw any more lands. Alright, so we gotta hold back and block the Goyf here. I'm not playing these because it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm going to fetch, take a life, and just fetch a basic mountain with either of these. So I pretty much have... Okay, so he only attacks with 1 Goyf. I think I'm just going to snap block here. Opponent is probably just thinking about flashing back Lingering Souls or playing a Scavenging Ooze. That's actually really good. But he has no green mana. Well, now he does. So now I'm going to play out more of these lands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can take 10 next turn. Actually, it would be 9 if he ate both of the creatures, because he doesn't have any in his yard. Don't think there's any way for me to win this game, though. Yeah, there's no way for me to win this game because I don't have a 6-mana burn spell in my deck. Unless he were to somehow punt by getting a shock land untapped. Okay, that's good to know about. Alright. So still think Blaze is okay. But I do think it's correct to take out Lavamancer's. Could play like one path. But it's just so awkward against the Lingering Souls deck. I do think this is correct. Between Siege Rhino, Collective Brutality, I think I want Flames. Could see an argument for bringing in the 4th Blaze over this Blood Hand. I think I'll just try that, especially since I'm on the play. But actually on the play is it's like the opposite of want to do, right? Yeah, I think I'll just cut a second Helix for the Flames and submit this. Being on the play, the life total isn't quite okay. This is a really good hand. 3 lands, Goblin Guy, Swift Spear. I'm going to keep this. And I will go ahead and fetch red-white off of this. Come on. There you go. Alright, so revealed a Gideon. That's interesting that he has that in the deck. I think I'll just take all the damages. Okay, reveal Swamp. I think I will go ahead and fire this bolt off, especially since I have the Searing Blaze in hand. Except now, it might not be such a good idea. If he's casting Fatal Push on the Goblin Guide, then I think he doesn't have Collective Brutality. So this is actually an interesting play by him, because by him shooting down the Goblin Guide, that's kind of a tell that he doesn't have Collective Brutality, but it's also kind of a mind game, because maybe he's trying to make me fire off a bolt since I played this untapped, so that he can Collective Brutality anyway. So I can put him to 17, or I can put him to 16 minus 3 to go to 13, and I have burn spells in hand. I think this is fine because I have Helix plus Bolt for next turn, if I need it. So I'm gonna let him go to 17. I'm gonna call his play there. And that way, if he has Collective Brutality, at least I get to keep my Swift Spear, and he probably gets rid of the Searing Blaze or something. I'm going to, yeah, respect my opponent there with this play. Because I think a savvy enough player would have noticed that I played the Stomping Ground untapped. Played the Swift Spear. Okay, he has a Goyf. That is fine. Okay, so here I can play this, and then I can Searing Blaze plus bolt him, and that would kill the Tarmogoyf. Because it'll pump it up to 4 power, right? So there's an instant in the yard already. So this ended up working out anyway. So opponent's at 11. And we have 7 damage in hand. And we know that he played the Swamp. So our opponent could have Lingering Souls. Or could just be playing Brutality and holding up a Fatal Push or something. Yeah. Alright, so we're not in a good spot right now because he has Gideon in hand. So we'll just hold this up and pass the turn. I'm just going to fire that off at his face. He discarded Lingering Souls. Pass the turn again. He has Gideon and an unknown card. Which I'd imagine he can't cast because he doesn't have the land in hand. So he knows he has action in his hand. Okay, so he did have the land. He's just trying to decide if he's going to play the Gideon or not. Okay, flash this back. It's fine. Okay, because I have another Flames in my hand, I want to go ahead and fire off this bolt. Alright, let's spike you. No. So we just need to draw another burn spell off the top. That's not a Searing Blaze. Oh, God. Okay. Well, that was a terrible draw for us. Great for him, but bad for us. Guess I have to cast this. There's no reason not to, but that was disappointing. I would much rather him not drawn that card. So I'm going to go to 1 here, and I don't have any 5 damage burn spells. So, but yeah, he just emblems and kills me. All right.